After 6 years of lawfare trying to shut him down, the opposition has finally succeeded in seizing Alex Jones' InfoWars studio, their assets, and the domain name, and turned the website off this morning after a shady bankruptcy auction, which was designed to sell the assets. But there are a lot of rumors that it may not have actually been sold to the highest bidder. They're celebrating their little victory, but they don't know Alex Jones. It was purchased by the leftist media conglomerate that owns The Onion, the once funny satirical news site and newspaper that was popular amongst college campuses back in the late 1990s. And they think it's a big joke because The Onion is a fake news website, and so they wanted to buy what they claim is a fake news website. So they're all celebrating. Infowars.com is offline, and they think that this was a big victory. But they are sadly mistaken. Alex Jones' show continued this morning without a hiccup, broadcasting on Twitter, on X, and on his new website, alexjones.network. And as you can see here, at least 1.3 million people tuned in via X. He had a new studio already set up. He had everything ready to go. Plan B, the lifeboats to continue the operation. So, too bad. The bankruptcy court forced the sale of all of their assets, including the supplements, in order to supposedly pay off the judgment that was awarded by a kangaroo court that wasn't even issued by a jury. A judge used a legal loophole, and they didn't have a jury trial, which is the Seventh Amendment. You're supposed to have a trial by a jury of your peers in civil matters. The Sixth Amendment is a trial by jury in criminal matters. So the judge just completely bypassed that through a legal loophole and then just declared that he owes $1.5 billion in damages. Completely ludicrous. But the opposition really wasn't after the money. They wanted Alex Jones to be silenced. They wanted him to be shut down. They wanted to put a feather in their cap that they seized the InfoWars studio, thinking that Alex Jones would somehow just shut up and go away, further showing that the opposition didn't actually want any money and they just wanted Alex Jones to be shut down and shut up. They had rejected an offer that he made to pay $50 million over the course of like 5 or 10 years. But instead, they decided to just seize the InfoWars assets, which were sold probably for just a few $1,000,000, which is obviously way less than the $50 million settlement that he had offered, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that it wasn't about collecting any money. It was about trying to silence Alex Jones. And it looks like The Onion people are planning on relaunching InfoWars in January as a fake news website, as a spin-off of The Onion, as a satirical website, which just shows that they have drank way too much of their Kool-Aid, because the media has demonized Alex Jones so much that those who have Trump derangement syndrome, those who have the liberal pathogen, think that he's one of the most evil men in the world. And so his name, along with InfoWars, has become completely toxic. And trying to rehabilitate that name in the minds of liberals and thinking that people are actually going to come who hate Alex and then start to like the InfoWars name would be like someone launching a scholarship program for students under Charles Manson's name. Hey, it's the Charles Manson Scholarship Fund. That would be absolutely insane. Why would you associate someone who actually is evil and toxic with a good cause? So these idiots think that people are actually still going to go to Infowars.com and read their satirical news articles when The Onion itself has failed over and over again and hasn't been funny since the late 1990s. This is the article that the CEO of The Onion's parent company, Global Tetrahedron, a guy named Bryce Tetra, whatever his name is, doesn't matter, wrote about why he bought it. And they try to be funny. This is absolutely ridiculous. They say today they celebrate a new addition to the Global Tetrahedron LLC family of brands. Blah, blah, blah. No price would be too high for such a cornucopia of malleable assets and mines. And yet, in a stroke of good fortune, they say, a formidable special interest group has outwitted the hapless owner. A forgettable man, they say, with an already forgotten name. I'm sorry, nobody is going to forget Alex Jones. He has become more popular than ever since this demonization. Who would have thought that Conservative Inc. and Conservative Inc. adjacent social media personalities and conservative hosts like Charlie Kirk over at Turning Point USA who has made a lot of improvements over the years. I will admit he was going way too far left. He was driving conservative movement off the cliff, endorsing same-sex adoption, all sorts of ridiculous stuff. Now hosting Alex Jones at a Turning Point USA event. I mean, what's next? Is Megyn Kelly, who was tasked with doing a major hit piece on Alex on a big network television show, gonna finally admit that Alex Jones is a genius and right about almost everything? Oh, wait, what's this?
Can I tell you, this is crazy, but a few years ago, I interviewed Alex Jones, and I sat down with him, and he's, as we know, he's definitely done some not great things.
He has made some terrible mistakes. He was battling with some problems back then, but I think he has more than made amends. And any genius is going to have that genius sort of counterbalanced by an equal flaw.
However, one of the things he was telling me was about fluoride and about early puberty and about the frogs when exposed that went from male to female.
By atrazine.
I went back to NBC. We had all these fact checkers. It was all true. We found out all this stuff he was saying was true. And here I am across from you, Harvard-educated, Johns Hopkins attending physician saying, yeah, fluoride, just like Alex Jones was saying, not good. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
and God bless Elon Musk for restoring Alex Jones' account last year. But it took him long enough. As you know, I was hammering on Elon because he restored a lot of accounts. He was claiming that it was a free speech platform. But still, Alex Jones' account wasn't restored. So it was only after Tucker Carlson had him on his big show, which he then launched independently after getting censored and fired by Fox News, and me laying out the facts on Twitter last year, exactly what happened. It wasn't because of his comments about what happened with the school, which were ridiculous. It was because he dared to confront CNN's Oliver Darcy, who is a public figure who was working in the capacity of a reporter at the time, who was on public property in Washington, D.C., outside of a hearing about social media censorship. So I detailed all of that on Twitter. And then lo and behold, look at this. Elon Musk responded to my post saying accurate, and then restored his account. Alex then had me on the show to thank me for playing a significant part in that. And for those who don't know, I've been a regular guest on Alex's show for 19 years, since 2005. Okay, Alex Jones has played a pivotal part in helping boost my career. In fact, he fronted me the money to publish one of my books back in 2011, which gave me enough cushion to quit my day job and go full time.
I wanted to invite him on to talk about this epic moment we're in and get his take on it. So, Mark, great to have you here, my friend.
The media was already poised to melt down just from having you return to X. But the fact that you shared a Twitter space or an X space with Elon for several hours, I can't wait to see the epic meltdown. They're going to drown in their own tears. And
they certainly did, and I can't wait for the liberal tears to flow once the opposition learns that Alex Jones isn't going anywhere. He's not shutting up. Actually, I guess he is going somewhere. He went to a new studio at alexjones.network and over at the Alex Jones Network account on Twitter, or X, where, like I said, he was broadcasting a show this morning as if nothing happened. And if you want to support my work, be sure to head over to markdice.com, my online store, which has been completely redesigned. And there are a bunch of fantastic new products, including the new Trump Claus sweater. The Trump Claus sweatshirt and t-shirt are also back. That's a printed design on the fabric. The Trump Claus sweaters are special orders, special edition. The yarn is the different colors, and the design is literally woven into the sweater itself. These are special orders. You have to get your order in as soon as possible to make sure that you can get it in time for Christmas. Available in red, green, and black. And get your Liberal Tears mug when you're over there. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.